lot of couples understand and have experienced when you've got external stress and pressure.
What if everything you thought you knew about the Obamas' marriage was a blatant lie? For years, the world has admired the Obamas as the ultimate power couple, graceful, passionately loving, and seemingly unbreakable. But what if that picture-perfect image was nothing but a meticulously crafted illusion?
He came on our show and made a bunch of noises that I didn't understand then, I don't understand now. I think he's a talented guy, more talented than I am.
Tucker Carlson, the unapologetically provocative host, dropped a jaw-dropping bombshell on live television, an explosive revelation about Barack and Michelle Obama, the legendary power couple, or so we thought. This scandalous revelation made Obama erupt in ways no one saw coming, scrambling behind the scenes to control the narrative. But what did Carlson expose that has the former US president on edge? Could this be the beginning of an explosive scandal that shatters everything we thought we knew about one of America's most iconic couples? Or is Carlson just masterfully stirring the pot for ratings? Join us as we unravel the mystery of this electrifying saga, the perfect couple or a perfect illusion. For over a decade, Barack and Michelle Obama have been the embodiment of couple goals. They've danced their way into hearts, sometimes literally with their undeniable chemistry, shared laughter, and heartfelt moments that seem plucked straight out of a rom-com. Whether it's their playful jabs at each other during interviews, or the way Barack gazes at Michelle like she hung the moon, the Obamas have become the gold standard of modern love. But let's face it, in the age of Instagram filters and curated feeds, is anything really as perfect as it seems? What if that bond isn't as unshakable as it seems? Or what if the perfect couple image is more carefully curated than your Instagram feed? The media has long painted them as America's power couple, the ultimate partnership that balances love, ambition, and mutual respect. They've graced magazine covers, shared intimate moments on talk shows, and written best-selling memoirs that give us glimpses into their lives, always reinforcing their image as a rock-solid duo. But as with any fairy tale, there are whispers of, is this too good to be true? And now Tucker Carlson, never one to shy away from stirring the pot, has reportedly dropped some juicy tidbits that could challenge everything we thought we knew about the Obamas' marriage. Carlson, ever the provocateur, reportedly suggests there's more to the Obama marriage than meets the eye. Of course, skepticism about high-profile relationships isn't new. When you're in the public eye, Tibia Zawu 47, every smile, every touch, every glance is scrutinized. And when you're as beloved as the Obamas, well, let's just say the doubting Thomas are always waiting in the wings with popcorn. So is it possible that their marriage is less about love and more about optics? Or is it a carefully crafted political narrative designed to sell the idea of a perfect partnership? From Michelle's candid reflections on their marriage in her book Becoming to Barack's heartfelt tributes to her during speeches, they've done an impeccable job convincing us that they're the real deal. And maybe they are, but the idea of cracks in their relationship has a certain irresistible allure, because who doesn't love a little drama? To be fair, no marriage is perfect. Even Michelle herself has admitted that there were times when she couldn't stand Barack. Relationships take work, and anyone who's been married for more than 5 minutes can tell you it's not all sunshine and rainbows. But does that mean their entire relationship is a facade? Or are Barack and Michelle Obama the perfect couple? Still, Carlson's reported claims raise an interesting question. Are we so desperate for examples of true love that we're willing to buy into a narrative without questioning these public figures? Or do we secretly enjoy watching those who seem to have it all stumble just a little? And as for Tucker Carlson's alleged revelations, what could have been said that caused Obama to erupt? Tucker Carlson's bold claims. Tucker Carlson, the name alone sparks a reaction, and he's undeniably one of the most talked about figures in modern media. Depending on your perspective, he's either a fearless truth seeker, exposing the rot of political elitism, or a professional pot stirrer with a penchant for controversy. Either way, Carlson has mastered the art of keeping people talking and watching. Tucker Carlson, the maestro of media mayhem, is known for his no-holds-barred commentary and penchant for setting the internet ablaze, which he did by dropping what he might call truth bombs about none other than Barack and Michelle Obama. Depending on your perspective, these revelations are either groundbreaking insights or just another day in Carlson's controversy factory. During a particularly fiery segment, Carlson hinted at hidden struggles and untold truths about the former first couple's marriage, while he avoided outright accusations, which is a skill he's honed to keep viewers guessing. He left just enough breadcrumbs to send the rumor mill into overdrive. So what exactly did he reveal, or more accurately imply? Some speculate that Carlson alluded to long-standing whispers about Michelle Obama's role in their relationship. others believe he suggested something even more obscene. Whatever it was, it apparently pushed Barack Obama to the brink of what Carlson gleefully described as a meltdown. Of course, this isn't Carlson's first rodeo with the Obamas. He's made a career out of poking the bear, or in this case, the former president. In 2020, he accused Obama of divisiveness for his remarks at John Lewis's funeral. In 2022, he labeled the former president a hypocrite after a speech on disinformation at Stanford. And in 2023, Carlson went full throttle, calling Obama's personal life strange and highly creepy in a Twitter monologue that also managed to downplay white supremacy as merely an unfashionable opinion. Back to the latest drama, is Carlson suggesting marital discord, a hidden taboo? Or could this be just another chapter in his ongoing feud with America's 44th president? Theories abound, ranging from mundane marital squabbles to eyebrow-raising speculations about secrets lurking behind closed doors. Alleged blow-up, the political rumor mill, is a place where whispers become roars and speculation turns into a national pastime. And this time, Tucker Carlson's recent segment has left tongues wagging and Twitter fingers flying. According to Carlson, there's more to the Obamas than we're led to believe, though he stopped short of providing concrete evidence. Nevertheless, this segment lit a fire under political commentators and conspiracy theorists alike. And just when we thought that was all, news started spreading that Obama was seen rushing into private meetings with his inner circle, phones in hand and brows furrowed. If this news is true, it definitely means whatever Carlson said got to him. Because if these allegations were baseless, wouldn't it be easier to brush them off as mere speculations? Adding fuel to the speculative fire, some insiders are claiming that key figures close to the Obamas are working overtime to contain the situation. Contain what exactly? That part remains delightfully vague. Are they trying to silence further chatter, or are they simply rolling their eyes and waiting for the internet to move on to its next obsession? It's hard to say. But if there's one thing we know about political insiders, it's that they love a good cloak and dagger narrative, especially when it keeps them in the headlines. And then there's Michelle Obama, who has entered this drama like a wild card in a poker game. Some theories suggest she's contemplating a major life decision, one that could alter her trajectory in public life, a presidential run perhaps, or a memoir sequel with even juicier details. Who knows? What we do know is that Michelle has long been a figure of fascination, and any hint of change in her life is enough to send pundits into a frenzy. As expected, social media has turned this entire saga into its own version of WrestleMania. Supporters of the Obamas have dismissed Carlson's claims as baseless conspiracy theories, while others have taken it upon themselves to play amateur sleuths. Old interviews have been dissected, past events reanalyzed, and grainy photos scrutinized like they're part of an FBI dossier. It's messy, chaotic, and utterly fascinating, just like social media always is. And of course, no discussion about the Obamas would be complete without revisiting their relationship. Some believe that Barack and Michelle's marriage has been under strain for years, but has been carefully curated for public consumption. Others argue that they're as solid as ever, simply navigating the complexities of life in the limelight. One question in our minds is what is really going on in the couple's marriage? The rumors that won't go away. From their humble beginnings in Chicago to their historic tenure in the White House, Barack and Michelle Obama's love story has been celebrated as inspiring, unshakable, and frankly aspirational. But as with any fairy tale, whispers of drama have followed them like a nosy neighbor peeping through the blinds. The latest round of rumors has reignited old speculations that refuse to die quietly. Tucker Carlson's recent commentary added fuel to the fire, urging Americans to cling to your taboos, which somehow became code for dissecting the Obamas' marriage. Apparently, nothing says political discourse like speculating about whether Barack and Michelle are giving each other the cold shoulder at dinner. One of the juiciest claims floating around is that the Obamas have been living separate lives for years. Allegedly, their public image is all for a show, a carefully curated facade designed to maintain their political clout. While some hint that they've faced marital struggles, like any couple does, conspiracy theorists are convinced there's more to the story. Could it be personal struggles amplified by public life? Or is Barack and Michelle Obama just trying to navigate life after the White House without stepping on each other's toes? Fueling these rumors are claims of Michelle skipping high-profile events. For instance, she was notably absent from former President Jimmy Carter's funeral on January 9, 2025. Her office confirmed her absence, but that didn't stop the internet sleuths from speculating wildly. Then there was her no-show at Donald Trump's inauguration on January 20, 2025, a decision that prompted one observer to quip, You cannot tell Michelle what to do. No one can. Indeed, Michelle Obama has never been one to toe the line just for appearances. Whether her absence was a quiet protest or simply a case of I have better things to do, the former First Lady's decision has left many wondering, was it about avoiding an administration that she and her husband have been outspoken against, or was it simply about protecting her peace and skipping the drama altogether? Officially, Michelle didn't offer an explanation. When representatives confirmed that Barack would be attending alone, they left the reasoning behind her absence up to the imagination. But reports suggest that Michelle had little interest in welcoming Trump back into the White House, an act she begrudgingly performed in 2017. Even if no rumor mill is complete without a celebrity cameo, there's been chatter linking Barack Obama to none other than Jennifer Aniston. However, both parties have denied these allegations, but that hasn't stopped people from imagining scenarios where Barack is sipping coffee at Central Perk. Adding to the drama, Barack's post on X on January 17, 2025 raised several speculations. The post featured the couple celebrating a special occasion, but internet detectives zoomed in on every detail of the photo, noting that the Obamas weren't sitting beside each other at the table. One user even commented, "Blatant, if looks could kill, you'd be a weapon of mass destruction." What was likely intended as a romantic gesture seemed to backfire spectacularly, sparking even more speculation about their relationship status. It did not just end there. On January 18, 2025, Barack was spotted dining alone at Osteria Mazza in Washington, D.C. Now, eating alone doesn't necessarily mean marital doom, it could just mean he was craving pasta, but that didn't stop the rumor mill from spinning. A photo of him at the restaurant circulated online, with one user chiming in, "I was there, no Michelle." Because apparently if you're not glued to your spouse 24/7, something must be wrong. As if things couldn't get more dramatic, political commentator Meghan McCain added her 2 cents during a conversation with journalist Tara Palmieri on her podcast, Citizen McCain. McCain claimed she'd heard divorce rumors from very serious journalists, a phrase that somehow makes gossip sound credible. Palmieri backed up McCain's claims and added that she'd heard Michelle and Barack were living separate lives. She suggested Michelle never enjoyed being First Lady. Some insiders have also alleged that Michelle was frustrated with Barack's political ambition, suggesting that their marriage was more of a partnership of convenience than a genuine love story. Others have speculated that Barack's past relationships, including some resurfaced letters and alleged friendships, might have played a role in the ongoing tension. But do you think there's any truth to all these claims, or is it just another case of media sensationalism? Now, about this scandal, why have other media outlets remained largely silent, and what exactly is fueling Tucker Carlson's need to expose the Obamas? Handling personal drama. Let's rewind to Barack Obama's alleged blow-up with Carlson. When it comes to handling personal drama, Barack Obama is said not to be a typical headline-grabbing, table-flipping reality star. The former president has built a reputation for his calm demeanor and diplomatic finesse, even in the face of rumors, false claims, and the occasional wild comment about his marriage. On the other hand, Michelle is quick to shut down rumors using her social media platforms or interviews to set the record straight. But this time, nothing. No official statements, no public appearances addressing the claims, just silence. Some say this could be a sign that she doesn't want to add fuel to the fire. Others believe it could mean something more. But one of the biggest questions surrounding this scandal is why mainstream media outlets have remained largely silent. While Tucker Carlson was bold enough to bring it up, other networks have either ignored or dismissed the claims outright. Is there an unspoken rule about protecting the Obamas from bad press? Some critics argue that the media has always been reluctant to expose cracks in the former first couple's relationship, fearing backlash or accusations of political bias. But if there's nothing to hide, why hasn't the Obama camp directly addressed these rumors? Could the silence itself be an admission of guilt? All they've done so far is act like nothing's happening. On Valentine's Day, he posted a loving message and selfie with Michelle that was so sweet it could give Cupid cavities. The post reaffirmed his love for his wife in a way that was both genuine and strategic because nothing says rumors be gone, like a heartfelt social media tribute. But let's not forget Michelle's candid admission that there were 10 years during their marriage when she couldn't stand him. Most spouses would either dodge the topic or spiral into defensiveness, not Barack. He addressed the comment with a level of introspection, acknowledging the challenges of balancing two high-powered careers, raising kids under the unrelenting gaze of the public eye, and his own occasional missteps as a husband. Obama turned what could have been awkward into an opportunity for reflection. He even credited their post-White House life for allowing them to reconnect and strengthen their bond. Honestly, if marriage counseling had Yelp reviews, Barack would have 5 stars and a glowing testimonial from Michelle herself. The political fallout. The media is a modern-day Pandora's box with a 24/7 news cycle and a penchant for drama. For public figures like Barack and Michelle Obama, it's both a megaphone and a minefield. One moment, the cameras are capturing their perfectly choreographed fist bumps. The next, they're fueling rumors that their marriage is on life support. The media has been a powerful ally for the Obamas, showcasing their achievements and making their story one for the history books. From Barack's meteoric rise to the presidency to Michelle's best-selling memoir and podcast empire, the media has helped solidify their status as icons. They have used platforms to inspire millions, proving that even in politics, relatability sells. Who doesn't love a good "we met at work and now we're changing the world" love story? But here's where things get intriguing. The same media that elevates can also eviscerate. A perfect example is the latest round of divorce rumors. And with Tucker Carlson igniting a firestorm of speculation, many are wondering, is this just the beginning of a much bigger scandal? One thing history has taught us is when rumors like these surface, more people start coming forward with information. Former aides, political insiders, or even personal friends of the Obamas could come out to reveal more details that could destroy their reputation. Beyond personal reputation, this controversy could have serious political consequences. Michelle Obama has shown some very impressive political potential, but if the public starts questioning her personal life, could this hurt her chances? Would the Democratic Party distance itself from the Obamas if more damaging information comes to light? Or would they rally around them, dismissing it all as a right-wing attack? These are critical questions, and only time will tell how this plays out. The world is watching closely as this story evolves. Will Barack Obama come forward to personally address the allegations? Will Michelle finally break her silence? And will Tucker Carlson face backlash for exposing these claims? Or will more people start taking him seriously? One thing is clear, this is far from over. Whether these rumors hold any truth or not, the controversy is now out in the open, and it's only a matter of time before new information emerges. And if these allegations do hold weight, what do you think it will mean for their legacy? Would it change the way America sees them? Or even worse, would it change the way you see them? Thanks for watching, fam. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe to our channel. Before you leave, you should check out the next video that pops up on your screen.